Hello everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, I'm on Twitch right now, but like we're recording a solo session because I haven't uploaded a solo playthrough on YouTube in a while. So today I wanted to play Echo Mofos by David Blendy. Um, Pretty much everything else is by David Blendy, but the art is by Aaron Couture. I'm butchering that probably. Daniel Locke, and this guy, me. That's me. So I actually did some art for this RPG. I think it's down in the bestiary. There we go. I did that. I did this, and I did this, and some of that was photobashed, some of that was drawn, but basically I actually did the art for free. It was pro bono because I just thought the RPG was really cool. I thought it was a really cool RPG. I thought it was very like underrated. Not much attention was being drawn to it. So I wanted to make a video about this RPG because I think it's great for solo play. Um, and yeah, I think like David Blendy is thinking of making a solo rule set. I'm not sure if he's confirmed that yet, but as is, it's already pretty playable solo. So I think the way that he describes it is it's not really an apocalyptic kind of game. I mean, it's in the apocalypse, but like it's an eco-punk game is how he describes it. Where you're like seeking a safe homestead and starting a new community. I'll just read the opening. Around 200 years ago, everything went to shit. The wealthy who created this mess fucked off to Mars, while the lucky ones hid in vast underground bunkers. We were left to fend for ourselves on the surface, eking out an existence in the broken world they left behind, searching for remnants of a past world to help us survive, searching for a place to call home. Play a group of misfits who have found each other in the wastes and ruins of the fallen world. The past is just a hazy legend, the story scattered over thousands of USB sticks and servers. But the future is there to be written. I like the fact that they specifically stated USB sticks because that kind of gives you an idea of like uh, the setting this takes place in. So the how to play basics is basically Into the Odd. It's a Into the Odd kind of game, or Cairn if you're more familiar with that. It's got a Mark of the Odd, which means that it's a roll under system and it's very simple. In addition to the like regular stats that you have in Into the Odd, there is one more stat. But instead of like going on and on, I think we should just start. Right? Let's just make a character and just start. This game has art by Chowclips. Yes, that is the case. Yes, High Page of Moths. It does have art by me. I was explaining earlier, but like I did it because I thought the game was really interesting, and I wanted to help out David Blendy, who seems to make a lot of very cool stuff. Okay, so the way that you make your character in this is not 3d6, unlike Into the Odd, is 2d6 plus 3. So let's actually do that. So 2d6 plus 3, half the total, rounding up for luck. So that's gonna be, for strength, it's gonna be just 5 plus 3, which is gonna be an 8. So we're gonna start writing this down. Let's start writing this down. 8, oops. 8, now it's 8. Okay, let's roll out dexterity. Oh, that's not that's not the best. It's not bad, but starting off with 8 strength and 8 dexterity is not that great. How about my willpower? Okay, it's gonna be interesting. So, alright. My luck. Let's see how lucky we are. So luck is what I'm gonna be using as my oracle. Instead of like using my regular oracle, I'll be using luck. So they have a luck stat, and I think that's really cool for solo players as well. So roll that. and my luck is absolute garbage. So that's good, I guess. Wait, no, it's not even 7. It's like divided by 2 rounding up. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so we have 4 luck. Okay, there we go. As for our starting adaptation, we roll a d66 and give ourselves a name. So this is where you get into the odd kind of inspiration, where you get like starting careers. But let's see what kind of character we are. I'm going to roll a 2d6 and I'm going to pick which one is my starting, like which one is the 10th place. So I can basically have 2 options to pick from. I'll just roll it and you'll see what I mean. So I got a 2 and a 5, right? So I can pick 52 or I can pick 25. So 25 is going to be an academic, okay? Or I can pick a hacker. I'm gonna pick hacker. I'm gonna pick a hacker. I'm gonna be a hacker. That's me. I'm a hacker man. So I'm gonna have 5 HP. So we're gonna write that down. 5 HP. Let's see here. Hacker. Key item. Mini keyboard implant. Can repurpose any electronic item and override electronic security. Under pressure, these skills risk a burden. Expert at implants. Those they aid suffer no burden. Okay. We'll write this all down. So we got mini keyboard implant. And that can allow us to manipulate certain things. And might be good for if we find like a vault or something. We got some starting items here. We got a blaster. We got a scalpel. So blaster is going to be d6. Scalpel is going to be d4. Okay. We got night vision goggles. That's going to be handy, I think. We got... What else do we have? We have a jacket. Leather jacket. Okay, leather jacket, which gives us 1 armor. Okay. We have a pack of smokes and a hacker's kit. Okay. And a hacker's kit. So our adaptation is basically hacker, so we can repurpose any electronic item and override electronic security. Okay, so I'm just gonna write that as hacker and repurpose electronics. And what is the other thing? Override security. And they may cause a burden. Possibly. And burdens are basically like fatigue, I believe. So experts at implants, those they aid suffer no burden. Okay. Expert at implants. Cool, okay. Nice, I like it. So, what's our name? So, I believe we have a name table right down here. So we're going to go with nickname. Our nickname is Elder. Elder what? Elder De Jong. Elder De Jong. Okay. And I think that's a perfect nickname because we're going to have a bunch of hirelings as well. And I want us to start from the same vault. So, I'm gonna say that Elder De Jong looks like, kind of like, he's not that old, but he looks kind of old. Because like, maybe all of the implants and all that. And I'm thinking he has like these gigantic, like, really kind of, stupid looking goggles. That's what I'm thinking. And I think he's also like maybe just got wrinkles all over the place due to you know, just constant thinking, I guess. That looks kind of goofy, but yeah, we're gonna go with this. That's what we're gonna go with. He has a leather jacket though, so he's like he looks at least kind of stylish. I hope. I that's my desperate hope that he looks kind of stylish. I think that looks okay. Yeah, that looks okay. So this is Elder De Jong. Our armor is going to be a 1. Our juice, I believe, is going to be our luck. So juice is a small solid deposit of essence warm to the touch. Is a concentrated fragment of magical force used as a currency, but can also be consumed in lieu of food and water. However, consumption brings with it the risk of a burden. Okay, so it's basically like money, but like also you can eat it. Deprived, I don't have any deprived, so it's gonna be 0 to start with. And yeah, there we go. Hopefully you can't hear the vacuuming outside. It's quite loud, but I hope the microphone is kind of like you know, covering it up well enough. That's my hope, but we'll see. Okay, so I think that's good to go. I'm gonna say we start from the same vault, and I'm gonna give us, let's see. For small player groups, each player may create 1 or more companions. Roll their ability scores in order and give them 1 HP and a blade. They have no adaptation, so I'm gonna give myself 2 followers, basically. And the followers are going to have the stats, so they're gonna have strength, dex, will. I'm gonna give them luck as well, in case they need it, I guess. But I'm not sure whether that's gonna come into play. We'll see. Okay, so strength, dex, will, and luck, and they start with 1 HP and HP of 1, and they have D6 damage. Okay, there you go. Cool. So we're gonna just roll for them. So 2d6 plus 3. That is going to be absolutely goddamn awful. 6. We're gonna roll again. That's also gonna be goddamn awful. So 6 again. Their will is gonna be also horrible. This not that great. Yeah. So they have 5 luck, because that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 2 rounded up. So 5, yeah, correct. Okay, that's not great. Let's roll for the next guy. Oh my god. Okay, this is the dice are making fun of me right now. Alright, finally. Okay, we got a good roll. That's going to be 13 in dex. And we got another good roll, so that's another 13 in will. And for luck, we have 8 plus 3 divided by 2 rounded up. There's going to be a 6. There you go. And we're going to give a name to each of these rapscallions, I believe the technical term is. And their nickname is 0. One of them is called 0. I'm going to call this guy 0. And one of them is going to be called 18. Taro. That's a strange name. I'm going to say he's called Taro because he always carries around a tarot deck with him. Whatever. He's like maybe superstitious. Let's actually roll a demeanor for them. Why not? 14. Innocent. Okay, so innocent. Tarot the innocent. And 0 the 7. Curious. Okay, I think what's happening here is that we are going out of our vault and I'm leading these two, Tarot and 0. And one of them, basically their drive is that they want to... both of their drives are they want to find out more about the world. But Tarot is more like just following in my footsteps, and 0 is more because he's actually actively curious about the world. And I think 0 is maybe an apprentice hacker, I'm gonna say that. So I'm gonna say his background is apprentice hacker. Oops. Apprentice hacker. And as for Taro, he's innocent. I'm gonna say he's like a priest in training, basically. Let's take some maybe some. Yeah, like he's a technomancer, sure. He's like a apprentice technomancer. Apprentice technomancer. So he's trying to like make magic with I guess technology? Sure, we'll go with that. So that is going to be our starting people. So let's actually jump right into the adventure creation. Yeah, we'll just skip all of this stuff and we'll just jump right into the adventure creation because I just want to get stuck into the game. The way it works is you will start at a crossroads, right? And I already have our home drawn out here. But I'm gonna say that it's gonna be some kind of vault. Like, this is a Fallout situation, right? So, like, literally Fallout the game, not Fallout as in radioactive waste. But that could also be the case, I guess. So, this is like kind of like a situation where there's like kind of a crumpled vault, maybe. Something like that. Yeah, like that. Maybe we all came from the same vault, right? So we start off at a crossroads and we're leading to 4 locations, they said. And the way this works is you create 4 lines going north, south, east, and west on the paper. Alright? So for the first location, it says you roll a d3, but it's actually a d4. So we're gonna roll a d4 there. And it's going to be a stronghold, okay? So we're gonna say this is a stronghold. Sure. And then we're gonna say, like, what's the journey like? Like, what are we gonna find during the journey? It's gonna be a wilderness journey, okay? So it's gonna be a wilderness journey. And it's going to take us d6 divided by 2 rounded up, I think. No, actually it's like half days. So it's like, that will be 2.5 days. I'm just gonna say it's 2 days. 2 days. So 2 days journey to get to this stronghold. So we have to do that for the rest of these as well. So here we go. We're gonna make another one here. So we're gonna roll another d4. And this time we're gonna get a layer of some kind, okay? So we got a layer. And we're gonna roll a d6. And it's going to be through the wastelands. Okay, we're going through the wastelands to some kind of layer here. If we go to the east. And it's going to be over how many days? It's going to be over... I'm gonna say 1 day. Because it's supposed to be divided by 2. But they didn't really say round up or round down. And each section is kind of like its own segmented thing. I'll show off what that means in a minute. But let's do the other 2 first. So we got 1 more here. Is going to be another layer. And we're gonna roll for what kind of journey it is. Is through the wastelands again. Is going to be through the wastelands. And how many days journey is it gonna be? It's gonna be 2 days. Okay. Alright. And we'll do 1 more here. Another d4, which is gonna give us 2. So we got 2 layers and 2 strongholds. I think I'm gonna re-roll that and try to find something else. Not a layer of stronghold, please. Not a layer of stronghold. Not a layer of stronghold. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's a bunker. I keep rolling a 1 or 2. The dice are not being kind to me. So I'm gonna say it's a bunker. And let's see, journey. Oh, through the ruins, okay. So it's through the ruins. How many days journey? It's 1 day's journey. Okay. So now that we have this, we need to come up with, if you're playing this as a GM with a group, basically you will kind of like come up with rumors together on each of those areas, right? So the group can take turns adding a rumor that their character has heard about a place. These rumors may turn out to be true. Bad D4. Yeah, exactly, bad D4. So what I'm gonna do for that, right, is I'm going to go to my generator here, and I'm just going to click on this, and it's gonna give me a random prompt. And I'm gonna use that to figure out what are the rumors about these areas. Given that I know there's a stronghold and it's going through the wilderness, right? Want and tale, okay. So, want of a tale. There's a storyteller of sorts. An oracle. There's an oracle somewhere there. It's like there's basically a rumors that there's an oracle who can tell you the future. Okay, cool. So let's roll another one. Walk and battle. Okay. Walk and battle. I think walk of battle, site of a great battle. So which one can be a site of a great battle? I think a layer will be good. And through the wastelands, right? Site of great battle. Alright. Let's find another one. Ascend fiend. Ascension of a fiend. Somebody rules over this bunker who's a tyrant. Tyrant king, I guess. Or ruler. I think king is better. Bleed an enemy. Bleeding of enemy. Bleeding of enemy. Torture chamber. Okay, so that's the starting rumors. I'm gonna add one more rumor to each of these, and then we'll figure out which one to go to. I did 4 of these because I kind of wanted to show like the full creation of the adventure. But if I were to play today and do a one-shot, I probably can only go through one of these areas. We'll see, but like let's create another one. Promise and Death. Okay. Promise of Death. An oracle. So I think Promise of Death tells me that the oracle does not sugarcoat anything. Like, if you're going to die, they're gonna tell you. And if they do tell you that, you're definitely gonna die. Like, whatever happens, they can predict harm. They can predict bad things. Let me re-roll that actually. I think we can find something even better. Break veil. Okay, breaking of a veil of an oracle. Oh, I know. Requires relics to regain power. Maybe they lost their power during the apocalypse, or they lost some of their power. Okay, cool. Let's do the next one. Tend to the sun. Scorching hot layer. Let's say it's a scorching hot layer. And let's see, Tyrant King. Remain Hunter. Community of Hunters. Oh no, I know. A bounty on his head. I like that better. Like bounty on their head. And let's see, for Torture Chamber, Fight and Silver. Fight for silver. Massive stash of juice, which is the currency. So these are the rumors that we have heard about these areas. There's a stronghold here. They require relics to regain power. There's a lair here. It's a site of a great battle and is scorching hot. Tyrant King with a bounty on their head. And a torture chamber with a massive stash of juice in there somewhere. Maybe extracted from the people. To me, the most interesting one immediately is going to be the Tyrant King with a bounty on their head. But I also think the Oracle is quite interesting. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Yeah, let's go for the Oracle here. They might require a relic from somewhere else, right? So the last thing that we have to do is actually, that I forgot to do actually, is that there's going to be D3 locations out of each area. So let's do that for each one. So there's going to be one extra location coming out of here. For this one is going to be 2 locations coming out from here. Like that. Sure. For this one is going to be 1 location coming out from here. And I'm just gonna link them up actually. I'm gonna like link these up. Like that. And let's see, for the layer there's gonna be 2 locations coming out. Like that. Okay, cool. Alright, so I think we can start on our journey here. Let's start going towards the stronghold. So firstly, let's figure out like a few things. We know that we are Elder De Jong. We know that we have come out of this vault. And I think the PDF actually gives some kind of like context behind this. Which is, oh, very interesting design system compared to a hex crawl. It's gonna get even more interesting actually, very soon. But I'll show you what I mean once I actually do it. Once player characters have been created, the GM will describe the present situation, a moment of crisis as their home is overrun, and ask what the other players want to do. The game flows from this moment using the tables in this book to discover new places, new scenarios, new objects to investigate and use. I think the layer has maybe been overrun with some kind of pests or something. Let's actually figure that out. Bringing of a burden. They need some information from the Oracle in order to save their ruins. They feel like a bad omen is coming on and they need something from the Oracle. Consume rebirth. I think what's happening, consumption of rebirth. I think what's happening is that they need to ask the Oracle what to do. Because maybe their vault is suffering some kind of consumption of rebirth. That makes me think of death. So I think like maybe there's a plague going on and they need the Oracle to tell them how to get rid of the plague. So they sent out Elder De Jong as well as Taro and Zero. And they're going to go through the wilderness to get to this Oracle, who lives in a stronghold. Now this is where it gets even more interesting. So I'm going to create a new canvas here. So you see this path here, right? It's 2 days journey towards the Oracle. So I'm going to put like that. And it's going to go like this. It's going to be 2 days journey. So during those 2 days, while we're trying to get to this stronghold, we're actually going to be creating maps. We're going to be zooming in on this and actually creating a whole area. So this is going to be a wilderness crawl, right? So wilderness. Like that. So let's actually look at how we're supposed to do that. If you look here, you have something really, really cool. So I'm going to say heads is A and tails is B. And I get hits. And I'm going to roll a d6. And I'm going to get a 3. So I get this map here. Okay? So I'm going to draw that out. Let me draw this out better. Like that. Okay, and that's gonna be 3. So it's gonna be like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. And on this particular area here, there's gonna be some kind of hazard or encounter. Over here, there's gonna be some kind of loot. And over here, there's gonna be a hazard and some loot. So that basically is gonna be in the second part as well. But this is gonna cover the first day, basically, right? So this is gonna be day 1. And this is gonna be day 2. And this way you can kind of zoom in on different areas of the point crawl. Like it went from here to here. So you can kind of like zoom in on different areas of the point crawl and actually find yourself like finding very interesting areas and making adventure really easily like this. It kind of reminds me of Vaults of Varn in that way. You know, it kind of like makes it very easy to create an interesting adventure. So, let me save this. Yeah, it's great. I think it's really good. The thing is, they give you a lot of tables as well. So, as you're going through, they say in day scale, each point you follow it, and each point is, I think, 2 hours each. Yeah, roughly 2 hours distance, representing moments on the journey, etc., etc. So as we enter in through the front, as we are leaving the vault for perhaps the first time in our lives, we can start to actually roll the environment and roll for sparks to add extra flavor. So we're going through the wilderness here, right? So we have a huge table here on wilderness. So we can just do environment, which is gonna be 6. Lowland hills riddled with busy insects moving branches. Okay, so it's gonna be some low hills with a lot of insects, basically. Maybe I'll make that even lower. Like with a lot of like insects and stuff. Just very stinky, I guess. But the insects are moving branches, so I don't know how to draw that actually. I think, yeah, I'll just draw the hills like this. Maybe I'll put a bunch of twigs here. Sure. You get the idea. So, let's see what the feature is. 14. Someone is injured or starving. Okay. So, in these lands, someone is injured or starving. Okay. Something like that. Cool. So as we come out of the vault, we come into like some lowland hills riddled with busy insects. It's very humid and we start sweating flies on us, and we spot this person who seems to have been injured in some way or starving. Are they injured or starving? Oh, hello Musk. Hello. Welcome to the stream. So, for that one, I don't think we're gonna use our luck stat. Actually, we will. Why not? Let's use our luck stat, which is terrible. So I think the worst thing to have is if they're actually injured, right? So that's gonna be my question. Are they gonna be injured? Of course they are. Yeah, they're injured. So they're injured in some way, probably by a creature nearby. So we're gonna roll that. And that's a bad thing. So if we roll this, okay, we got a 4, which means we are being lucky here. And that means that the creature is not nearby, it has gone away. How's the adventure going? It's going pretty well. We just started really, but like, I think it's going pretty well so far. We're making an adventure site and we found somebody who is injured by some kind of beast, I think. So I think we're going to actually draw those hills up a bit better. Let's go with something like that. Yeah, okay. So let's actually make an NPC here. This NPC is going to be called, not 0, we already have a 0. 7, Honey. No, I'm gonna call him Martin. His demeanor is dramatic. Okay, Martin. So that's gonna be Martin. So we come across Martin and he's screaming at the top of his lungs. He's just screaming, "Help me! Help me!" And we come over and look and he's not really even injured. He's just being over dramatic. He was just kind of bit in a few places. Maybe stung by a wasp or something. But it's nothing that requires serious medical help. He seems just fine. So, Martin here, he's a very dramatic fellow. Oh, hello, Asakura, welcome. So, he's a very dramatic fellow, and he might know more about the place though. Like, he might know more about this surrounding area. So, at this point, I'm gonna use my luck. But this is going to be a special situation. When you use your luck, like in a significant way, and you fail, I don't know if I can find it here. If you fail, you actually increase your luck, I believe. Yeah, test your luck. So, let's do that. So, does he know anything about the surrounding area? So it's a 15, which means no, he does not. Maybe he's a newcomer as well, but our luck basically goes up to 5. I think that's how it works. Gain 1 luck. Yeah, exactly. So I think like that's how it works. Or can you not go past your max? I'm gonna say you can go past by your max. Just because it will make my life a lot easier. So, we basically come across this guy. He seems not injured at all, actually. He's just being overly dramatic. And he basically is screaming out for help. He's talking about some kind of wasps. Some kind of wasps nearby. And I think we take this as the ravings of a lunatic. And I think we're just gonna distance ourselves a bit away from Martin. And continue on our way. Now the question is, do we go here? Or like, do we go north or do we go southeast? I'm just gonna flip a coin for that. So heads, we go north. Tails. Okay, we're going this way. So we're going to continue in through the wilderness, leaving Martin behind, screaming in agony as he screams about wasps stinging him, even though he's clearly fine. Let's see what happens next. Let's see. Maps table. So wilderness. We're going to roll a d20 again. And we're going to get 13. A path through scrubland of tangled bramble and gorse. Okay. So we're coming in through this path here. And there's a bunch of tangled bramble. Bits of like maybe grass, logs, stuff like that. Just a bunch of stuff. Maybe I should draw that a bit better. Not exactly showing off my drawing skills here, but let's say something like that. Sure. So like there's some kind of like rubble here. What's the feature? So it's like quite hard to move about in this area. Oh! Oh, that's the feature. Okay, so amongst the brambles, I don't think we notice immediately. In fact, I don't think any of us notice. So I'm gonna have to do a check for that. And I don't know how I'm gonna draw this. But as we're walking through, we notice that it's getting harder and harder to move through as we find ourselves kind of like stuck in to the brambles and all that. And we notice that with alarm that we are sinking into what seems to be a quicksand pit of centipedes. Horrible centipedes crawling up our legs, crawling up our arms, and it's terrible. The question is, do we notice this in time? So I'm gonna check with the person with the best. I think that's more of a. Is that a will check actually? I'm not quite sure. Let me see. Will centipedes just crawling everywhere. Let's check. Will. How well you can focus under emotional and psychic duress. Well, I think we're rolling our luck. A whole pit of centipedes. Lovely. So we have to roll a 5 or under in order to spot them. We don't. So our luck increases, but we start getting bitten by these centipedes, and these centipedes start crawling all over us, and I think they're pulling us in. So I think what we're gonna have to do is that each of us is going to have to take a strength save. Otherwise, something bad is gonna happen. I'm gonna say this is with advantage because this is ridiculous. So I'm gonna roll for that. Advantage roll. Of course I fail. Okay, so Elder De Jong fails as he sinks into the quicksand full of centipedes. Terrell fails as well. Holy shit, these rolls. Strength save, right? I said? Not dexterity. Yeah, all of us fail, even though it's advantaged. Great. So all of us kind of like sink into the centipedes. And I think what's gonna happen is that the centipedes biting us doesn't really cause us any kind of it doesn't cause us any kind of like damage, but I think it's going to give us a deprivation point because that is horrible. Let me just like see the, is it deprived? Oh, it's burden, sorry. So I think we're gonna add a burden to our inventory each, especially to Elder De Jong. So that's not good. All of your dice are defective. Yes, I know. I'm aware. I'm aware that I don't roll the best at the best of times. So we got a burden. Terrell and Zero, I think that burden is going to actually put them to 0 HP. I'm gonna say that because I don't think they have a lot of actually I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna say on a d6, on a 1 to 2, that takes them to 0 HP each. Okay, no, and no. Okay, so they're fine. But I have a burden point here. So if I get 3 burdens, that puts my HP at 0. Oh, let's see. Your new job started today, so I'm just relaxing before going back to work. Hey, nice. I hope it's nice. Thank you for stopping by on your work break, by the way. Okay, so I think we're able to get out of there, but it's a horrible, horrible mess with a ton of centipedes just crawling everywhere. I'm not sure how I'm gonna draw that, so I'm gonna just draw a huge centipede like right here. Like that. Like this horrible, horrible thing. It looks more like a worm, but it's a centipede, trust me. I swear that I'm a professional artist. I have a CV and everything. God damn it. Okay, I think that's clear enough that those are kind of disgusting centipedes. Yeah, that's clear enough. Sure. So I think we're just gonna move up to here, because that's pretty much the only direction that we have left going. We're gonna move up towards what seems to be a place with some loot. So let's go to the maps table here. We're gonna roll on our wilderness. 7. A hut covered in moss with 1d6 decomposing bodies. Okay. Alright, so we found a hut on the outskirts of this wilderness area. We haven't explored all of the places yet, but like, so this hut is, let's see, covered in moss. Okay. Nice. The pay is shit, but this is the only place I heard back from with all my restrictions. Yeah, I'm happy for you though. I'm really happy for you. Let's go with that. And there's this hut here, and inside there are dead bodies. So let's see how many dead bodies there are. There's 4 dead bodies inside. Fantastic. Excellent. What's the feature? I don't think I have to roll for a feature, to be honest, but oops. I think I'm just gonna roll for one, see whether we can. Oh, great. So in addition to the skeletons inside the hut, there's 2 skeletons of a herd of animals strewn across the ground. So there's a bunch of skeletons like everywhere, right? There's skeletons inside, there's skeletons on the outside, there's skeletons on the roof, there's skeletons everywhere. So that's really nice. Our journey is starting off real swell. The question is, do we explore this area? Because I feel like our intrepid adventurers won't want to explore this area where there's animal bones outside and there's human bones inside. Then again, they might. Let's see. What is their? I think they. I think they're gonna do it. Like I think they're curious enough. They think there might be something inside there, so they're gonna do it. Let's see what kind of loot they find, because this place is a place with loot. Oh, okay. In the walls of the hut, there's actually something hidden in there. The question is whether they notice it or not. And this is... Oh, that's really bad actually, because if they fail, yeah, it's actually could be good stuff. But I'm gonna check their luck. Are they lucky enough to find it? Yes, a critical success. So I'm gonna bring the luck back down to 5. So it's a critical success, which means that not only do they find it, they find all of the treasure. Roll D66 on old stuff. Each item 50% chance of being broken or decayed. Okay, so we're gonna go to old stuff, which is this thing here, old stuff table, and we're gonna roll a D66 and 61. What do we get? We get a pulp romance novel with 50% chance. If it hits, it's fine. If it's tails, it's ruined. Hits, it's still fine. Okay, is there any value to that? There's no value. It's just a pulp romance novel. Is anybody interested in that? I'm gonna roll again to see what else we find in there. I'm gonna say we find 2 things. So the next thing is gonna be 62. Binoculars. Okay, this is actually useful. So let's see if it's broken. Oh, hits. So it is not broken. It has a value of 3. Okay, cool. So we find some binoculars. So that might allow us to like look further ahead later on. So I'm gonna say the binoculars actually allow us to look to the next spot. And it's able to allow us to actually see what is ahead before we go there. So I think that's gonna be super useful actually. So binoculars. That's awesome. So the pulp romance novel, I'm gonna give it to 0. He's curious, right? Pulp romance novel. You get this weird romance novel, I guess. Sure. So that's what we got. So the binoculars is really, really useful. I think the binoculars are gonna be able to allow us to see through to this area here. So I'm gonna use the binoculars right now actually. Let's see though, like are we lucky enough to be able to see through? And I don't think this is super like impactful, so I'm just gonna roll the luck without it like increasing or decreasing it. So no, we're not able to see through the mist, and I don't think we're gonna want to risk it. Are we gonna explore the area thoroughly? I think we are. Given our behavior so far, I think we are gonna explore this area. I'm gonna say it's a 50-50 chance. How about that? Let's see. Hits, we do it. Tails, we don't. So tails, we don't do it. We move forward, and we're going to go towards the next area. So there's gonna be centipedes. There's gonna be a moss-covered hut with some stuff remaining, and we're gonna go into this next area, and we're gonna roll a new thing. So there's gonna be B. We're gonna go to B here, and we're gonna roll a D6. And it's gonna be 2, so it's gonna be this, alright? Okay. As you can see, this is like a very easy way to kind of just like generate out an adventure pretty much on the fly. And this can also be used, of course, in like your group games as well. So we're gonna do that, and okay, like that, and that, and okay. This is gonna have something there. Okay, and then we're gonna get something there and something here as well. Nice. Okay, so we're going into the entrance here. What do we find at the entrance as we exit out from the hut on the second day? I think we're gonna need to stay somewhere. I don't think we're gonna stay in the hut though. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna stay in the hut. I think we're gonna need to rest for the day. We're not gonna stay in the centipede pit either. So I think we're gonna stay a bit of a distance away from the hut, which means that there might be a chance for an enemy to come by. So I'm gonna say on a 1, an enemy just shows up. On a 2, we notice we like it's far away, right? So let's actually roll to see whether that happens. We got a 4. Okay, my luck is kind of okay for once. Actually, I should use the luck roll, shouldn't I? With advantage, maybe. Yeah. Let's do that instead. So luck roll with advantage. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Okay, 3. Okay, so that's good. Our luck goes down to 4, unfortunately. But we are able to survive the night without anything bad happening. No encounters yet. So the next day we go into the next area, and it's gonna be a wilderness area again. So we're gonna actually start rolling again. And we're gonna get 12. A river runs through a verdant valley. Okay. So it's gonna be something like that. And there's gonna be a river flowing through here. Sure. Alright. What is the feature of this river or valley? Lots of pools of water that reflect the vision of an ancient you. I think that means that like there's gonna be like little pools here and there. Maybe like separate pools here and here. And as we stare into them, I don't know if we're going to actually look very closely, but yeah, we're definitely gonna see it, right? Well, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say that's I'm gonna say that if we see it, I'm gonna say it's a 50-50 chance. Do we actually see it? Does any of us see it? No, none of us actually noticed this. So as we're walking by, like, we're kind of like zoomed out. None of us actually noticed this, but as we're walking by, there's this kind of omen. We see, like, we as the viewer kind of see Elder and Taro and Zero walking by these pools of water. And they basically have visions of ancient versions of these characters reflected in the water. So that's kind of spoopy. I'm gonna say that we can get onto a valley here, and we can use our binoculars to see what's around us. Here's the thing though, there's a hidden path towards here. So I think the binoculars will give us an advantage in trying to find that area. So I think for that, yeah, I'm gonna say if we are looking out from the valley, right, we can definitely see a hidden path. Because normally this hidden path will not be very visible, but if we stand at the top of the valley and we're looking out, we can see what is here, and we can see what is here for sure. So, firstly, we're gonna see what's in here. Let's see. 13. So it's a bunch of brambles, like the same thing. Hopefully there's no centipedes this time. Let's see, what is the feature? 4. Clouds gather. So clouds are starting to gather in this area, and is threatening to break into some kind of like thunderstorm. So for some reason in this particular area of the woods, it's a lot more cloudy. Okay, so that's what we noticed there. How about here? Oh yeah, also there's I believe there is treasure here, right? So let's see if we can see it from where we are standing. 5. Something in a box under a rock. There is no way that we see that. So there is something here. There is some kind of like treasure here. Like there's some kind of box here. But there's no way that we can see it from where we are. And I don't think we want to mess with this place right now. Like, I'll be honest with myself. I think, depending on what's in here, I will probably want to go to this path instead. Also, we'll be able to see from here to here as well. So let's actually figure out what's here. Oops. 1. A vast grassy plain, okay. And 2. A feature. Air is full of psychedelic pollen sticking to the skin. Oh, I don't think we can see that from here. But we just see like what seems to be a normal area. But little do we know, there's basically there's drugs in the air. And also, in addition to that, there are 2 service droids, self-aware, that fear humans. So we are able to see them from here. So there's like some service droids here. And they're self-aware. They don't see us from the distance away. We don't know if they are hostile or not, but they don't seem to be. They seem to just be scanning around the area, maybe. And they are not affected by the pollen. So we don't know about the pollen at all. However, there is also something here in terms of loot. 18. A secret entrance to an abandoned bunker. Okay. Okay, so that's the second area. And the third area is going to be, let's see here, 9. The skull of a huge beast poking from the muds. Okay. And that's going to be combined with figure seeks faction that killed or imprisoned a loved one. Okay. So there's this gigantic figure poking through the mud. This gigantic skeleton basically poking through the mud. And there's somebody here that we can see that we don't know who he is yet, or who they are yet. Okay, so those are our options. I have no idea which one we're gonna take. I definitely do not want to go here, even though there's treasure. I think our characters will not want to do that. It's gonna be either this or this, so I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads is gonna be, okay. I was gonna say heads is gonna be this. So we are gonna go through this mostly hidden passageway, through the thick part of the trees. And we're gonna find ourselves at a grassy plain and meet 2 service droids. They fear humans, so they start making beeping noises and running away, making quite a lot of noise. So that's kind of bad, because as we all know, noise can attract. And it does. So it attracts something else to us. What is it? 5. Oh, fuck. This is far away, but how many dire wolves do we find? 2. Okay, so there's 2 gigantic wolves who now take the place of these droids. These droids basically ran away, and these 2 wolves, god damn it, come in. I can't draw wolves. Sure. Yeah, sure. It's more like a dog, but we'll yeah, sure. So basically these 2 wolves come and join the party. They're quite far away though, so I don't think they will have seen us immediately. So we can back off. But the question is, what does the psychedelic pollen actually do? I still have no idea. I'm going to roll a prompt for that. So I still don't know what happens to us by going into this area. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that. Whispering of a tale. It starts we start hearing voices in our heads. And we start hearing voices in our heads about some kind of omen. And I think we notice that the voice is, even though it's in our heads, right? I think it's coming from the Oracle's chambers, which we still don't know what it looks like yet. But we know that we're headed towards the Oracle, and he basically knows we're coming. That's what the psychedelic pollen is telling us. We can hear his voice in our heads, telling us that he is aware that we are on our way. He also tells us to look behind, because there's 2 gigantic direwolves about to attack us. And we do. We look behind. Now, there is a secret entrance to an abandoned bunker. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find that. If we spend any time here... So I'm gonna say that we do spot this secret entrance to an abandoned bunker. But if we spend any more time here, and if it's locked, we're kind of fucked because the direwolves will be on us. So I'm gonna say in order to actually mess with the bunker, we have to deal with the direwolves first. So we can either run away, or we can deal with the direwolves and then open the bunker. That's the choice I'm gonna give to myself. I'm gonna deal with the direwolves. How bad can it be? Let's check their stats. It's probably gonna be horrible. Oh my god. Yep, that's actually horrible. I'm gonna shoot them from afar. We have so each of these guys has a knife. They don't have any kind of like gun, but I have a blaster, so I can shoot them from afar. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be able to shoot twice before they come over and start attacking us. Do I want to risk it? I probably don't, but oh yeah, I should draw the bots kind of like running away like there you go. Okay, should I risk it? Yeah, sure, why not? So we're gonna shoot the first one twice. And it's not even... So we shoot twice and we miss both shots basically. Because it's gonna be down to 3 HP. So it dodges both shots. It gets a bit tired out, but it dodges both shots. And they're onto us. Rolling for initiative now. Most of the time the player goes first actually in Echo Mofos. So we're just going to be all attack at once. I'm gonna use my blaster again on the same one. And that's gonna bring it down to 0 HP. Taro is gonna attack the same one as well. 4. So it's gonna be 12 minus 4 is 8. So it has to roll an 8 or under in order to survive. It dies. So the first one dies. We're able to kill the first direwolf. The second one, however... Oh! We bring it down to 0 HP. Okay, so it needs to do a critical save right now. So if it gets a 12 or under, it survives. Okay, got 3. So it's gonna be able to attack us. Is it gonna attack Elder, Taro, or 0? I'm gonna say 1 to 2 is Elder, 3 to 4 is Taro, 5 to 6 is 0. So it's gonna attack 0. It's gonna deal D8 damage. Oh my god. Taro goes down, 0 goes down to 0 HP. Oh, that's... Oh no. So it goes down to 2 out of 7 strength, and if I roll a 3 or above, he is critically wounded. 0 is down. Okay, 0 is out for the count. I think we're just gonna keep on whacking at this thing. So blaster 5. Okay, so 5 is good because that means that a 12 strength minus 5, 7. It needs to roll a 7 or under in order to survive, and it rolls a 7. Taro is gonna get 1 more shot in, and hopefully he takes it out. Okay, so he's gonna have to roll a 5 or under to survive, and it does not. Okay, so we are able to take out both direwolves, but unfortunately 0 is bleeding out. We are able to stabilize them, but unless... So their health goes back to 1, but their strength is going to remain at 2. So we have to find somewhere to properly heal them for at least a week. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to recover that strength. So in other words, we are going to probably have to leave them at the Oracle or somewhere else. Otherwise, they're going to just die by coming along with us. Now, those 2 direwolves are dead though, which is a good thing. This bunker, I think, is gonna be locked somehow. And I think we're gonna be able to hack it. We're gonna be able to override the security. I don't think we're gonna say it caused a burden. Let's see if we're smart enough, basically. So we're gonna roll my will for that. No, we're not. Okay, it is gonna cause a burden. So in order to get it open, we have a burden. And this is bad because my HP is gonna be at 0. I believe, if my inventory is full. Let me check if that's the case in this particular system. Oh, I don't think it is. Oh, okay, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, cool. So I think we're still at 5 HP, but we can't carry anymore, which is bad. So we're gonna have to rest as well, right? Let me just check burden again. There you go, burden. 3 or more, you're exposed. So how do I heal my burden? I believe it is through a full rest, right? Or how do you, yeah, how do you like lose your burden? How do you resolve your burden, basically? Let me just check this. I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna say that like if we have a full rest, we're able to like recover our burdens. Probably because I didn't read it properly, but yeah, that's what I'm just gonna rule for now. So we're not gonna be able to carry whatever's in the bunker, but we are able to go down there. So let's see. What was the thing we rolled on again? Double amount of treasure found inside. Okay. So wait, so we basically find like what's essentially a dungeon? Oh, we do. Okay, so we find like what's essentially a dungeon. A hidden area leading to a dungeon of some sort. That's cool. So we go down like that. Oops, like this. And we'll do like that again. Okay, cool. So what is the original purpose of this? Oh, it was a prepper silo? I don't know how to pronounce that. But it was basically some kind of like high-tech area, so it makes sense that we had to like hack into it. 16. Environment is large rooms ornately decorated. Strange mural. Okay. And the feature is pitch black. Okay. Well, do we have anything to counteract that pitch darkness? I guess we have smokes. I'm assuming we have a lighter of some kind. So we're gonna generate out a map by flipping a coin. Tails. Okay, so we're going to go B. And 1. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go like that. And like that. And like that. So there's gonna be an exit out from here. It's also gonna be double amount of treasure. Okay, so okay, cool. So we come in and it's pitch black. Did I draw this correctly? I got 1, right? Okay, I didn't draw it correctly. It comes here as well. Okay, cool. So it's pitch black. Are we able to spot the hidden entrance? I guess firstly. I'm gonna say that's a luck roll, which isn't great. Nope, we don't. We don't spot the hidden entrance. So the next question is, since we don't spot the hidden entrance, where do we go? There's only one area to go, so it's going to be up here. So let me just get to the bunker area here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll a feature each time we go into each of these areas. And as we're walking into this new area, faction using area as a base, add a safe exit. Okay, I guess the exit will be here, right? Like there's another exit out, basically. I'm gonna say the exit leads to like here. So a faction used to use this as a base, okay. There's no hazards here yet. But we can either go here or here. I'm gonna flip a coin for that. Hits is gonna be up. Oh no. So we walk right into this new area with flickering lights. So the darkness gives way to flickering lights as we meet with 6 security drones. I'm gonna say that, okay, security drones. What is their stats? Okay, there you go. Oh, that's bad. They have armor. Oh. Fragile, skull-sized flying robots typically used for reconnaissance and surveillance. Detects movement, detects life forms or anomalies if it pauses to scan the area with lasers. Okay, it's flickering lights. We're not able to see very well. Yeah, this seems pretty bad, doesn't it? Sophisticated preppers. Can we... Okay, so they're able to see us for sure. Because we're just gonna move in, we don't know about this, but can we hack them? The problem is, if I fail the hack, I can use the hacker's kit, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to... I have night vision goggles as well. Oh, I have night vision goggles. I would have seen them. Yeah, I think we're gonna hack them, but we're gonna have to use that as a willpower check, essentially. If we fail to hack them, they're just gonna attack us, I think. Oh, okay, we're able to hack them. So we're able to hack the drones, thankfully, and they basically leave us alone, thinking that we are the original faction that put this area here. Unfortunately, there's nothing else to encounter in this area, so I think we're gonna go back and try to explore this area. So, but luckily we have the drones. So, hey, we can ask the drones to follow us. There's 6 drones, right? So we can ask the drones to basically follow us. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna add them as basically like kind of, yeah, we can just hack them, right? So I'm gonna say we can convince D4 of them to come with us. 4 of them, okay. So there's 4 drones that are able to come with us. And I'm gonna say that each one is... For simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna say 6 HP. And D8 damage, okay. So once they get to 0 HP, they're dead, for simplicity's sake. 6 out of 6, 6 out of 6, 6 out of 6. And it's gonna be D8 damage. So we're actually able to... Oh wait, we got 4 of them, right? So this is actually really good luck. Because we were able to hack them, so we were able to have them come along with us. And these drones are going to be able to like protect us, essentially. So we're gonna go into this area here. And let's see. Tree. A feature in the bunker. It's gonna be the skittering of large rats in the vents. Oh boy. Large rats are a problem. I think skittering of large rats, I don't think we want to mess with that, so... You know what? I'm gonna use one of my juice. I'm gonna leave some of my juice, and I'm gonna prevent the large rats from attacking us by distracting them with some of the juice for them to eat. Then we're gonna go into this room here, where there is a hazard and there is also a feature. So we will go into this room, and as swarms of insects run from the shadows as we open the room door, and we find... Oh boy. 19. Okay, this is very, very, very good. We find essentially what is an adaptation key item which can give us a class ability. So each of the classes has an ability that has an item that gives them their class ability. And we can get a random one. However, and this is the bad part, 2 groups of enemies comes out and attacks us. So our choice is whether we want to mess with this. I'm gonna try to search for the crawler table here. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Okay, so let's see. roll crawler twice, so there's gonna be... Oh my god. There's 6 large centipedes here. There is also 2 thorny vines. Are the vines eating the centipedes or vice versa? 50-50 chance. Hits is gonna be my favor. So they're fighting each other. So there's 6 centipedes, and I think I said 2 vines. So the centipedes are winning. But we can wait it out and wait for one of their numbers to go down. So I'm gonna say the centipedes go down by D4 amount by fighting the vines, and we're just gonna wait in the shadows because we have night vision, we can see them, and we can see this treasure in a way too. Unfortunately, the vines get taken out, and the centipedes, there's only one of them gets taken out. So there's 5 centipedes. We hacked the drones, so I'm gonna ask them to go forth and start to attack the centipedes, and we're gonna stay back and see what happens. So yeah, let's see what happens. So centipede. They have 1 HP, 6 strength, 3 will. So 5 of these centipedes. Essentially they have 1 HP each. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a D8 damage for each of them. So it's 1 HP and 6 strength, right? So 1 out of 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. These are the centipedes. And these are the drones. We're gonna like do a combat simulation here. So they basically have 5 strength each. So when it goes past their HP, it will go into their strength. And if they are unable, 6 strength, sorry. If they are unable to save their strength, they'll just die. So we're gonna start attacking them. We're gonna see what happens. So 7. The first one just drops dead. Next one. 7. Oh, okay. Again, the next one drops dead. The next one drops dead as well. Holy shit, we're getting good rolls. The next one does not drop dead, but almost definitely is going to, unless they roll a 1. They rolled a 1. That's 1 tough centipede. Okay, so the centipedes, however, are gonna attack back. So both of them are gonna attack. I think they're actually gonna roll for morale here. I don't think they're gonna... They have 3 will. Okay. Let's see if they're actually able to resist. No, they're gonna run away. So they scoot back to wherever they came from, and they don't attack us anymore. That's really good. I'm thankful we had the drones. So the drones come in, they blast open a bunch of the centipedes. The centipedes run off into the dark corners of the room, and we are able to find an adaptation key item, which is fantastic. So I believe that is gonna be up here. I think. Adaptation. There we go, key items. Okay, so what do we find? 13. A neural implant for a neuromancer. I'm gonna take that. I think we do need to rest though. We do need to rest. I'm gonna get rid of my smokes. And I'm going to... Actually, no, I think if you... So that's the neuromancer. What does it do firstly? Do I want it? I believe that's 1 HP, right? There you go. Once the implant is installed, learn 2 spells and can risk a burden to dive into the virtual net to discover a piece of knowledge. So we get access to the internet, and we can have 2 spells. Okay. I believe you absorb it into your skin. So the problem with that is that it gives you something else that I'll get into later. So 2 spells. Burden and internet. Okay, so we get 2 spells. What are the spells? Okay, here we go. Let's see what the spells are. So D100 twice. That's gonna be 94. Vision, you completely control what a creature sees. Okay. So we're able to completely control what the creature sees, and there's also one more spell. 49, which is going to be Men's. A sturdy finished homestead appears for 12 hours. You can permit and forbid entry to it at will. Oh, so we can create a mansion out of thin air. Okay. Interesting. I think this bunker is as good a place as any to actually rest and get rid of our burdens. And also we have the drones hacked, so they can basically watch out for anybody coming in and out. I'm gonna say we can't bring the drones out. I think that's the restriction, but we can rest here. So that's actually really good. But the thing is, when you absorb an adaptation item, I believe something else happens as well. Like, here we go. Each time you do, you take a burden, but you also become more resilient. Okay, so we need to get rid of something, because right now I have 3 burdens, right? And I'm gonna have to rest within the confines of this area to get rid of the burdens, because once you have 3, you have 0 HP. So, we are going to at least get more HP though. So we're gonna get 6 HP. And we're gonna roll a d20 for each. If it's higher than ability, increase it by 1. So, strength. God damn it! Dexterity. Okay, okay. If I was unable to increase any of my stats, I'll lose it. But let's see. Will. Okay, we increase our will as well. I don't think luck is factored into it. Oh, if none of your abilities increase this way, your luck increases by 1 to a maximum of 9. Oh, then I was wrong. My bad. You don't actually modify the max when you're going up and down when you're risking luck. We'll just leave you at 5. Okay, nice. So, that's what we got. We're gonna rest here. And I'm going to actually check to see if anybody comes in, the original faction comes in during this time. So I'm gonna say that's a 1 to 2 on a d6. We get a 2, which means the faction comes in and we hear it coming. What is the faction, I guess? Who are the people who own this place? I guess they might be bandits. Are they bandits? Hits is yes. They are bandits. Oh boy. We did hack the drones and the security system, right? So that's good, right? That means are we able to kind of defeat them? I don't think we just wanna get out of there. So the bandits come on in, I think from here. We're able to hear them coming. Are we able to make enough of a distraction? How many bandits are there in the first place? D6. 4 bandits come in. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak our way out. So we're gonna sneak our way out, but that's gonna require a dexterity check. I'm gonna say from the person with the lowest dexterity, so that's gonna be Taro. Oh boy. The bandits do spot us as we're trying to leave. We're coming into here and they come into the same area at the same time. And a fight starts. So there's 4 bandits. Oh boy. There's 4 bandits. We're gonna try to let the drones attack. How much strength do they have? 11, okay. So there's 4 bandits. And let's see what their description is. Thieves who value wealth over all else use disguises, stealth, and trickery to surprise victims. Well, in this case, they weren't surprised. They weren't the ones who surprised us. It's vice versa. So, not vice versa. Sorry, the opposite. We surprised them. I'm just gonna let the drones shoot because we still have control over the drones, right? So the drones are gonna start shooting them. And holy shit, the drones are really powerful. It's kind of a shame that we can't bring them out. So basically, one of them goes to 8 HP. He's gonna pass his save, his strength save. He's gonna get shot at again, I think. I think we're gonna target this guy again. 5, so that goes down to 3. So that means he is going to die. So this guy's out. So that's 2 of them took their turn. This guy gets shot at as well for a lot of damage. Oh boy, that's quite a lot of damage. So that's going to be 7. So D20. Oh, he is able to survive. So I think we're gonna shoot 2 of them. Shoot the same person again. Cause I want to like get rid of half their group. So 4. So if they go to 4 or below, they survive, but they don't. So this one is out as well. So they're gonna have to pass their willpower check in order to stay fighting, which I don't think they will. I think they're gonna surrender. Oh my god, just barely. They needed a 12 in order to 12 or under in order to keep fighting, and they got it. So I think at this point we're gonna jump in and try to finish them off. I'm gonna use my blaster. We have night vision goggles, so actually that doesn't matter here. We're gonna get this guy down to 1, and Taro is also gonna attack, and is going to bring this down to 6. And that is gonna kill this guy. And finally, we have this one here. I think he's gonna check morale again. Natural critical failure. He's gonna surrender. I think we're gonna want some information from him as a result. Because we have him at our mercy, right? He definitely knows about the surrounding area. So I'm gonna make him tell us about the area here, and if there's anything on the way to the Oracle that we might need to know about. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll up a wilderness kind of location there. And we're gonna use that to try to figure out 6. Lowland Hills, okay. So we're gonna use this to try to figure out, like, is there any danger that we have to kind of like, you know, be aware about. See what the feature is. 19. Old Hermit. So he tells us about an old hermit who sits atop one of these hills. And he has visions of a glade of some sort. Oh, I know. Okay, so the hermit isn't actually here. The hermit is actually the oracle. I think that's what I'm gonna say. So the oracle actually lives atop a hill. And they have visions of a glade of some sort. We're gonna be able to exit out here. We have rested already. We're able to get to the oracle, who doesn't really have a house or anything. They kind of just live out in the wilderness. And if you remember right, the oracle requires relics to regain its power. Oh, we have a... Sorry, they live in a stronghold. Never mind. Let's see what kind of stronghold it is. It's on top of a bunch of hills, so... Let's see. 20. A billionaire bunker. So, okay, so basically, a billionaire bunker. So it's a very high-tech facility inside... It's a huge high-tech facility inside a hill. So it's like, he is a hermit who lives in this, like, very spacious, kind of luxurious vault that like lies beneath this kind of hill, and there's treasures everywhere and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna say, who was the group that originally had this area? Waster Stronghold of the Friends of Truth. Oh, okay. So in other words, they are like allies to us, and Friends of Truth, that actually plays very well into the hermit oracle kind of thing. So I think what they're gonna say is that they're gonna allow us to stay there for a while, and only if we help do them a favor, which is to go to a nearby glade and explore it. So I'm gonna say the glade is like through here. And in order to, and if we explore this glade that they tell us to go towards, we will actually partake in some of their power, because they can basically like help us with our original goal, which was to restore the vault, right? So if we are able to kind of help them restore their power, they can use their powers to help us. So that's cool. I think, yeah, that's actually where I'm gonna call it for today, probably. We've been live for 1.5 hours. I think that actually shows off pretty well how cool the system is, Echo Mofos, and how easy it is to kind of just create an adventure out of it. I think like I could still keep going, and I could find like this area here and figure out how many days to go through. And again, we only went through the wilderness. There's also the wastelands and there's the ruins. Yeah, it's a very cool system. I agree, Page of Moths. So I kind of wanted to signal boost it a bit, especially since right now there's a jam going on where people can make their own content for Echo Mofos. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have the time to be able to do that. But hey, I did help contribute some art to the book, so I mean, I'm gonna say that I kind of did. I did help contribute a bit, maybe, depending on your definition. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be that for today. But as you can see, you can use this to kind of generate out a whole adventure for your party if you're actually playing with a group as well, very easily. Like, you can generate all of this out ahead of time, and you can have it all linked to each other, right? So if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I haven't uploaded a solo RPG video in a while, and I am probably not gonna edit this down too much, if at all. So I just wanted to show like this system and example of raw gameplay. But yeah, if you like it, please hit like and subscribe, I guess. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Yes, it is what I'm supposed to say. I don't know why I just brain froze. Yeah, and tell me what you think of the system in the comments below. Okay, goodbye.